What's up guys, Rich Lingman back here, HellaBass with another video. Probably wondering why I'm standing in the middle of a river in the winter. Stay tuned. Future videos, we'll be catching some smallies in this river, but for now let's talk about this video we're going to look at today. So about this time of year, a couple years ago, I had a really awesome day of fishing, and that's what we're going to look at today. It was a little bit warmer that fall. The fishing was pretty good, and I had this great idea that I wanted to get out, take a day off work and catch a couple big smallies, and then in a small river, and then go to a lake and then catch a big largemouth and just get this beautiful mixed bag of fall fishing done. And the result of it was awesome, and this video is gonna, so stay tuned and watch it all the way to the end. PB alert, a giant largie to finish off the day.
We found that.
So just one caveat, it was super windy that day. The audio is terrible, so I'm going to interject here, kind of set things up, but the fish catches are well worth it, so don't let the audio, probably going to be some good music, a little bit of audio explaining a few things, but for the most part, just stay tuned for the fish catching.
That's my Smith right there. Let me take a picture of the phone.
Full pounder, I knew it!
I just knew it! No, not yet. We've got a lot of stuff in the office that I can just take at any time. We don't have any HDS 12s in the office, but we got a bunch of 9s. Just right up next to the boat, huh? Yeah. Is that on the tank page?
Giant. Original wiggle wall. Huh? What? Good. Don't tap. Yeah, on the river, it was the morning with my buddy started off okay. We caught a few fish. I caught some on a jig, I caught some on a tube, I caught some on a crank. A couple of decent fish, some 3-pounders, and then eventually things started to happen and the big ones started to bite, the big girls. Both these places are pretty far from my house, so I probably spent an hour and a half getting to the river. I fished like 2.5 hours there, met a buddy. He fished with me for an hour or so. Ran into another guy he knew. He decided to stay there. We caught a few fish, and I caught one big one. And then dropped him off with a buddy, fished my way back down, and caught like one more big one as I was heading to the lake. So it was a great morning, great start. Caught a couple big smallies, dragging a football jig, and then it was on to the lake.
Quick little recap on the morning. Fall day, I think it's November 4th. The water temp's 48 degrees on this small river in Minnesota. Most of my fish came on this 1/2 ounce Bass Tech football jig, tungsten football jig, and a crawdad with a finesse kind of haircut and a menace scrub. Got one on a tube, one on a crankbait. The good fish came on the jig. Fishing on 15-pound fluoro, 745 Dobbins DX Extreme Champion. That's kind of the scenario. Fishing real slow, tight to the wood. That's where my better bites came today. So I'm actually going to hit a lake now, and that'll be part of the video too. Got to make the most of these fall days in Minnesota before this water gets hard. So
Charlie, another like almost 2-hour drive to the lake, and I only had about 2.5 hours to fish there before I had to head home and get the kids off the bus. And started out deep, dragging a jig. Caught quite a few fish right away, some nice like 2.5 pounders, but that wasn't what I was looking for. So I made the adjustment. I went to the bank, fished shallow trees and docks and wood, and then you'll see what happens here. We bust some good ones on a nice 3/8 ounce slipping jig, and it went down, and it was a pretty epic day of fishing.
I'll get a picture of this one later. Put it in the live well for a little bit. 5 pounder fall feed bag. Hashtag fall feed bag. Oh, buddy. Oh. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at that one. That is a jammer. Eat that jig. Bass deck in your face. That's fault. Hashtag fall feed bag. Oof. It doesn't get any better than this. Yeah, they dig it. Seven. 7.17, 7.2. Look at that. Let's see that or not. Honest to goodness, Minnesota 7 pounder. Gotta love that. That's awesome. 7 pounder in about, I don't know, 18 inches of water. Threw in that brush. Shook my jig through there. Boom! Oh, that's exciting. That's another afternoon session. Good morning, fish smallies. Dig this afternoon. Toby craw, bass neck, temps on the jig. Need both a speed craw and a beaver as a trailer. All the good fish came about a foot to the water on shallow wood. I got a couple of them dragging over the creek. All those fish came on the 705, 7 heavy. Sticks, 705C Champion Extreme. So high speed reel. That was the ticket. Water temps were right around 50 to 54 depending on where we were on this little lake where the wind was blowing. Have that fall feed bag right before they're going to pull out deep. There's a few big ones up shallow, put the herd on them. So it's good to get out. At the end of the day, it turned out to be an absolutely epic day. Like 25 and a half, almost 26 pounds of mixed bag awesomeness. It was the perfect day to be the last outing in my boat that year. A day I'll never forget, a personal best largemouth, a couple beautiful river smallies, and just overall a great day of fishing. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and comment, subscribe. You know, whether you love this video or other videos you watch, the biggest thing you can do to help out video creators is to like and comment on their videos. It shows engagement for YouTube, then YouTube helps push it out to more watchers, and that's what really helps them. So it only takes 2 seconds. Make sure you do that, and stay tuned. We got a lot more content coming, and you'll want to see the end of this video or the next video so you can see all the smallies we caught in this winter river and why I'm standing in the river in Minnesota in the winter like an idiot. So stay tuned. Help you catch more bass and suck less.